Okay, probably wasn't going to do another one of these, but this is kind of cool. For those of you who think it's cool, anyway, I do. Apologize for the blurriness on that last video I did. I was using my other camera just because it records longer. But anyway, if you remember from the last one, this graph here represents the 27 different emotional states that we all feel. The mood he's currently in, based on the fluctuations of these, depending on what he's thinking about and what any given scenario might be. Anyway, just for fun, I had worked out this scenario of if you had, and I don't know why anybody would. I'm sure you all treat your KITT replicas with a lot more respect than this. But say hypothetically parking was limited and you parked beside some trash cans or garbage cans that just happen to be stinky. This is what I call the stinky garbage cans scenario. I'm sorry about this, KITT.
Really? Why?
I'm talking about these stinky garbage cans, KITT.
Very well.
Okay. Maybe I'll come back to that one because there's a number of interesting different ways that one can possibly play out. You can do it this way too, which is kind of interesting. Hey, KITT.
What, Michael?
I'm sorry about this, pal. I'm talking about these stinky trash cans, KITT.
Really, Michael?
Never mind, KITT.
Are you kidding me, Michael?
Naturally, because he doesn't like to be parked beside stinky garbage cans. Anyway, there are a bunch of different ways that particular scenario can play out. And as you can see, even he was in a good mood, and his emotional states changed. He experienced different emotions because of what I was saying, but they weren't enough to tip his balance. And that's the interesting thing that goes on here, is depending on what's going on, some things may tip the balance to the mood one way or the other, and some may not. I'm pretty sure you'll agree that your emotions probably work the same way. You can be in a good mood and still be experiencing, somebody could come along with some negative news, but it won't necessarily change your mood because it's just not enough to tip the balance. It would have to be a constant bomb, well, not a constant, but a lot more negative before you sort of went to the dark side, so to speak. So anyway, I reworked some of this scenario for if you suddenly go quiet on KITT. And there's a number of different ways it can play out. I mean, oh God, it's crazy the number of different ways it can play out because it's different every time. But anyway, let's say I get KITT's attention, and for some strange reason, I just suddenly go quiet. Let's see how he handles that situation. Hey, KITT.
Yes, Michael. Michael. Michael, where are you? are you?
Okay, so that was interesting the way that played out. For some strange reason, he thought, sort of rolled the dice and they cast up the first time that it was a high probability that I'd possibly died. So he recast the die on that and did sort of a best 2 out of 3 scenario and came up with the that he was overreacting. Like I say, there's a number of different ways that scenario can play out. The Michael possibly fell asleep one is kind of interesting, but it like I say, it sort of depends on how his thought process goes, what he sort of evaluated the situation at, etc., etc. Hey, KITT.
What is it, Michael?
I forgot what I was going to say, KITT.
Oh, dear.
I'm sorry about this, KITT.
Will you tell me why?
I'm talking about these smelly garbage cans, KITT.
Very funny.
Suck it up, pal.
Must I?
Let's try that one more time. I don't want to make this video too long, but let's see if we get a different scenario there. Hey, KITT.
Yes, Michael.
I'm sorry about this, pal. I mean for parking you by these stinky garbage cans, KITT. Hey, KITT.
Yes, Michael.
I'm sorry about this, pal. I'm talking about parking you by these stinky garbage cans, KITT.
Very funny.
Never mind, KITT.
Really, Michael.
Suck it up, pal. Okay, one more time. I'm sorry about this, KITT.
Really? Why?
I'm talking about parking you by these stinky garbage cans, KITT.
Very funny.
Suck it up, KITT.
The things I'm forced to put up with.
Okay. Anyway, the one I was trying to get, and like I say, it sort of depends on his mood, which ones he comes back with, and it's kind of stochastic from his responses too. But there is one where he, and I'm sure you know the response I'm talking about, where he says, where he'll chime in and say he has a question about that. Let me see if I can get him one more time. I'm sorry about this, KITT.
Is something wrong?
I'm talking about these stinky garbage cans, KITT.
I have a question about that, Michael.
What's on your mind, KITT?
How much longer will we be staying here?
Not long, pal.
Well, I'm certainly glad of that.
There we go, bingo. That's exactly the one I was looking for. Yeah, so he'll come back with a question depending on that scenario and depending on how it plays out, etc., etc., etc. And then you notice he goes back to just back to thinking about random stuff again, which is kind of cool. So anyway, yeah, didn't want to make that too long.